And we're back, guys, after FP1. Check it out. 37.882. Pawel's on fire. So, Pawel, you were here for warmer round 1, and your fastest was?
I don't want to say that.
It was a 140, he says, even though he's embarrassed by it. But so we just went out in our first session, and Pawel followed me the whole time. We did essentially 10 laps, and on lap 8, got down to the 37. I was pretty much led him and warmed us up. 55, 45, 42, 39, 40, 38, 37, and then a 38 to finish it. And I was giving around, 70% throttle on the straightaway, so your R6 keep up. I'm always looking back, making sure you're not too far behind me, right? And it worked awesome. Worked awesome. That was a great FP1 at 9 o'clock. Super cold tires, super cold track. Yeah, we checked the tire temperatures of Pawel and my bike after, and just barely 100 on the rear, and the front was like 89 you had on the front right. So very cold temperature tires, guys. So just to put that in perspective, we were in the worst conditions possible, and we still went 3 seconds faster than Pawel's best in the dry. Under race conditions, but it was his, beginning of it all for this guy. And so now, you were kicking ass at the Ridge last weekend, right?
Yeah, I think here it's like a really tough reference point, since I was first time on this bike, first time of the season when my racing. Right now I'm warmed up, so I think we can set the 37 or 38, 37 as a baseline and start from that.
Perfect.
I'm hoping for low 30s.
The low 30. We could get down to the 33 maybe.
Yeah, I think that's doable.
I think that's reasonable, considering we just did a 37. Well, a 37.9, but I mean a high 33 should be definitely doable. And so, how was your last race weekend at the Ridge? Tell me about the podium and your mentor, Mallory. She was pretty happy for you.
Yeah, Mallory is great. It was really fast. It was faster than I was expecting. I wasn't expecting that we'll be doing 49s in Novice group, and then 51 point something in expert group.
There you go. So when we were training, a month ago or something by now, you were at 55s, and then we did maybe 52s in our training. I can't remember.
I think 53.
Oh yeah, and then the day after, when you're out by yourself, then it all clicked for you, and then you did 52, 51?
And 51 week after.
Okay, and then you went and raced and got down to 49. And then you messaged me, it's all just clicking, Marcel. So that's cool. And alright guys, so I'm gonna put you on pause and we're gonna go out in FP2. I got this huge muff on the Beamer, keeping it quiet. And I'll show you the temperatures as well. Air pressures initially. Look at the drop from 30.1 to 27.6, and started at 24 and went to 22.8. Those are my pressures. Temperature, this is my rear, 109, this was my rear right here, and this is Pawel's right here. 98 on the rear, 87 on the front right, so he's getting no temperature. We want to see 125, 130, to get good traction, so that's really slippery conditions right now. Ambient temperature right now is 63, so pretty cold. I gotta write down these numbers. Check. Yeah, later. I also forgot to show you guys, to get Pawel to do the 37, I only had to do 53 and 51 on the right degrees of lean angle. So nice and safe. There goes the neighbors. Let's take a look at the track map.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Okay guys, we just spent 10 minutes going over the map, and right now we're in the 37s, and initially we determined we can lose 3 seconds. There's a second on the entrance, a second on the exit, there's a second on this exit. Oh, and then we determined later on there's a second here and a half a second here. And so yeah, we should be down real low in the 32 maybe. We just rip it.
Yeah.
We're ready to go, guys. So yeah, lots to make up. So that's how the scribbles work out there. There's turn 1, full throttle. Turn 2, good exit. Down to 3, tight, hard brake. Gas from 3 to 4, good exit. Oh yeah, lots of shit going on in 5 with the bumps there, guys. And now the track is really wide in the 7, and it just wants to fly away. And we're back. Okay, so we just did FP2. And for me, that meant 53 degrees of lean angle left and right. And we did go faster, guys. 37.124. What does yours say? 37s. You did a whole bunch of 37s in a row. Okay. And just for reference, that is with a bald tire for me. I need to get a new tire on here, but you can see there's the center and it's not there. And then the lean angle one is almost gone versus this one is still like 15%. So anyways, my tire is bald, but it's not so bad for cruising around. Okay, so lap 3, 37.7, 37.9, and then a 40 and a 37.9 for lap 6.
We're passing on the
37.8, and then we cruise off the track. So consistent 37s, bud. You know, consistently you're 3 seconds faster than your fastest of round 1, which is good. Pawel ran out of fuel, you know, so we had to pull off early before we could get to 36. And let's check his temperatures. So in his front, 115, 114, 107. So from the front right, from 87 to 107. And the track temperature went from like 70 to 77 in the shade, 84 in the sun. Ambient temperature, 55 to 73, so the track's going up. And so our pressures are being adjusted, trying to get more temperature. We're, you know, started at 32, 31, and now we're gonna go 30 and a half, 25, 24. It came off track with 22, we're going 23. So on those few laps that we did, what were you thinking about turn 2 now? You know, you notice how we could just go later and later and later, like really at the speed that your R6 does. So I'm watching my speedometer, Pawel, and I hit around 240 kilometers, and that's where I'm like, okay, that's your max speed. And then I take 240 through 1, and I take it all the way, and I'm like, I don't have to brake it until it's so far into 2. You know, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think like it's really similar. Like I take the rich learnings from turn 1 to the Pacific, and after the session on the ridge, it's like so much easier. And like you're right, like I can carry much more speeds and like brake deep into the turn. And yeah, the same. Like I'm like slow and slow.
Yeah, it's just like turn
bang,
1 at the
bang,
ridge.
bang.
You know, don't slow down so much, right? And, or you know, like you said, for the other turns as well. So. Anyways, we'll get out there, guys. FP3 coming up.
I didn't notice it before.
Turn 8, guys. Pawel's talking about how bumpy it is, and that's what those scribbles mean. Yeah, so I just added rebound to deal with the bike going wop, 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 and you need to be on just a consistent throttle through there. You know, just rolling through, don't let off, don't full throttle. And then you can see when I was on the brakes, Pawel, into 6. I was braking, I was just testing where the rear would come off the ground on the bump, right? I would be going and just a little more brake and the rear would just go whoop, get airborne. What did that look like?
It looked very cool.
Yeah, it looks cool, but I'm trying to figure out like how to get over those bumps, you know? I'm still trying to figure out my own way. Like what's the better way to make it happen, you know? Maybe brake harder and actually endo right into it, or try to just brake and coast across it, you know, or you know, there's different, what different angle of line can we take? So there's lots of options.
I haven't figured it out yet.
No, but that's what my job is, to figure it out. That's right, guys. It is bumpy, so we'll have to get a rear cam and then show you guys what it looks like. Anyways. And here. So your shift pattern where?
I think here.
Okay, so you went from 5th
to 3rd, and I was like doing 3rd.
Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Catch you later.